Cheers.
6
I'm
feet cheers.
so delighted to be here. Oh, wait, what you might be doing?
Oh yeah, we're trying to tilt our glass to the very bottom.
So, I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad you guys are here.
And you can hear us. We're happy about that as well.
No, some people would not be.
Some people are like, oh God,
I like
not
your
them.
husband.
All right, so jumping into our first person today, you got a teaser of her, and it's Ariel Winter. Have her first image of her not wearing any makeup.
And she might look a lot like some of us at home, because I know that there's a temptation to not wear clothes when you're quarantined, or to not wear makeup, or to wear your pajamas. And we're here to combat that view, because we think that if you just don't pull yourself together, you won't be able to pull yourself together for the day.
In the middle, we have Ariel Winter. This is what she actually wore to an event. This gold dress with the orange lipstick. And we looked at this beautiful winter and said,
oh, no.
It's not quite in your palette.
I mean, certainly she is by no means unattractive. So through the magic of Photoshop
and color,
we put her in frosted watermelon lipstick and made her dress, which exists in the real world in gold. We made it silver. And look what it does for this lady.
So I want to be clear, nothing was changed except the lipstick color was moved to a blue-based pink, and we also took out that yellow gold and turned it into a silver. So that was all that was done, and it just completely harmonizes her. That's what color does.
Look at the sallowness. You get this impression of sallowness in the original photograph, and her shadows look gray. You know, you can see kind of a drawing down of her face, and you can see under eye circles. If you go to when she's in her proper colors, all that disappears. Remember, I've told you that in your proper colors and in your proper makeup colors, you radiate light from within. You look like someone turned on this light for you, and it's like your perfect lighting. So here we have it, and I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah, I love how all you change is the lipstick and the dress color, and it just pulls together that look. It's almost like getting dressed in the mornings. You obviously wouldn't wear like colors that did not look great together, and that's exactly what you're doing here. You're harmonizing
everything together.
You're harmonizing your hair, your skin, your eyes.
But it's
everything.
not just the look. It's not just the look. It is magic. When all this comes together, it's like somebody flips on a spotlight for you. And we have seen it time and time and time again, and it works. If you know your season, if you've taken the color quiz, you get into the right season, you can shop in the color boutique and see what colors are perfect for you. And so we're here to tell you that during this time, when things are so uncertain, you might as well experiment. Make yourself a new look. Pull yourself together and try some things that you may not try wearing them to work, or you may find a whole new you.
That's exactly what I did today, because I knew that was going to be our just kind of our premise today, was all about talking about color. And so I actually tried tangerine lip liner today,
which looks lovely.
I don't normally wear, and I'm loving, but I also put cinnamon lipstick on top of it. So I'm wearing a shade that I never wear live, and I'm really loving it. I wish you guys could see it.
Really looks good.
And then I also did Tuscany Palm eyeshadow as an eyeliner today. So beautiful. I hope you guys can see it, but I do have a green eyeliner on.
Sarah has kind of an interesting eye color, because it will change. Sometimes it's green, sometimes be blue, maybe teal, there'll sometimes be gray. And when she experiments with her eye color, her eyeliner and her eyeshadow, she can just change her eye color altogether. But when you are experimenting with your own eye colors and to see what really looks fantastic, what you will see when you are spot on is a lightening of the under eye circles. You will see a vividness of the eye color in your iris. And I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but wearing different outfits, you'll look in the mirror and you'll say, my eyes look a little dull today. Or some people will say, oh, your eyes are beautiful. And that is the difference that color makes.
Absolutely. Utilize color to be whatever you want it to be. Yep. That's such a great little message right there. Let's see. Deborah Jackson says, "Yes, I'm going to wear a gray wig."
Good. I can't wait to see.
Yes, you have to send us an image of that. That will be so much fun. All right, so we're moving on to an autumn. Yay! Somebody of my season, and let me get us out of here.
And I have to tell you, these ladies, there's certain women in Hollywood who are always changing their eye color. You know what Deborah just said, or they ask you if you're tired.
Yeah.
Right on. That is exactly
And
right.
I think you meant to say hair color, not eye color.
Oh, did I say that? Oh, hey, I'm a little discombobulated based on our whole technical shenanigans, but let me rephrase. There are women in Hollywood who change their eye color like they change, or their hair color the way they change their clothes.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. And so often you'll say, oh, Charlotte Johansson, she is for sure a spring. And then she'll put this silver hair color on, and it's like, no, not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Paulson is one of those ladies. Often you see her as a blonde, but in this case, she's rocking the red.
Yeah, I honestly, I think I've seen her in every single
hair color.
Well, I want to say season, because I know in one of the shows she's in, they dyed her hair completely black, and she looked really good as a winter.
But here you see, there she is without makeup, and this might be a stay-at-home look for quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here to tell you, when you're looking like this, you're not feeling your best about yourself. So now is the perfect time. Get into that makeup drawer, check out what you have, try on some different looks, play with it. You have the time, most of you, and those of you who don't, who are out there serving us during this time and keeping us fed and keeping our health. The hospital workers, I'm sending so much love to you right now because you're the heroes in the story, and much love to you all.
Mm-hmm. So, I was just going to point out one more thing before we skip to the next person, which is her lipstick color here. I love this orangey red. And to get this look, I am always wearing the shade Chili. You guys, if you are a spring or an autumn,
particularly autumn,
yes, looking for something bold and like that really just gives you kind of this pop, go for Chili lipstick. It is amazing shade. You will love it. And once you wear it once, you will wear it every single day and have to force yourself to change it because it's such a fabulous shade on everyone.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it is your red. People don't realize that everybody can wear what looks like on them red.
Yeah.
It's just your red.
Mm-hmm.
And Chili here, if you look at our model, Sarah, that's her red. And people will look at that and oh, beautiful red lip. But that's her red. Mm-hmm. We're going to show you some other ladies further into the program that their red is very different.
Yeah, their red is like a berry red. If you're like a winter out there or a summer, you're like a softer red. So it really just depends on your season.
And everybody can wear it.
So let's move on to the next person.
I love this. This is such a good one.
Mm-hmm. So we have Katy Perry, who she is known to change up her hair. When we were doing before and afters, I actually had to pick a year because Katy Perry, she had black hair, purple hair, green hair, blue
white hair.
Yes, I actually had to Google Katy Perry, and then I did exclusively 2019 so I could get where her hair was in one particular time.
Yeah, it's probably about a month.
Yeah, it was so hard to find just to compare a warm versus a cool look on Katy Perry. It was so incredibly hard to get her in one stage of hair in her life. So I was able, this is a 2019 version where she did her pixie cut and she went and really just stripped out all of the color. Yeah. So she still has her dark winter roots. She definitely is naturally.
And eyebrows.
Yes. So she's definitely a winter naturally. And when she went to this look, winter, because it's more like a salt and pepper kind of look, because she still has those dark roots. And I noticed that no matter where she went, she always had her black roots grown out a little bit. So I think that was the look she was going for. And then she has those dark brows too. So on the left, we have her in this gold
bronzy thing.
Yeah,
and she doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it just.
But when you look at her,
yeah, when you compare, the problem is she looks incredible in that color, and I love that color. But when you compare it to winter colors, wearing winter colors, it's just such a striking difference.
Her eyes become vivid, and they become striking. And the kind of thing where people go, "Oh, your eyes are so gorgeous." And when you're in the wrong color, people may say, "Oh, I love that color dress. That color dress is so."
I just did that without
did.
even realizing.
You did.
Yes, I was like, I love that color dress.
Of course you do. It's your color.
Yeah. Wait, yeah. Where'd you get that dress from, Katy Perry?
Come on. But you see, the difference is startling. So if somebody comes up to you, we'll make it a challenge, maybe for when we're all out and about. But if somebody comes up to you and says, "I love the color of your sweater," you may want to reevaluate. If they say, "You look fantastic. Your eyes are gorgeous today," or "You look wonderful," then you know.
And also, we were talking about trying new trends for makeup. And this is one that I'm probably going to do tomorrow. Is this eyeliner that's darker, or like a colored eyeliner under
the bottom?
Yes, I'm going to try that tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it with eyeshadow or eyeliner, though. I'm still trying to decide on
Do
what
both.
to do.
That's what we're here to encourage you to do. Experiment. If you're thinking about, do I want to use the eyeliner or the eyeshadow? Do both.
Well, also, blue isn't everyone's palette, so maybe I'll try the Imperial Blue eyeliner and do that underneath and try to copy Katy Perry's look. Because I really love this. It's just so bold and it stands out, and she has a nude lip. I really love the idea of just having the pop of color with your eyes.
I'd love to see it. Why don't you post a photo for us all?
I will do it. I'm going to try it tomorrow, and you guys will all see how it goes.
And then you have to let us know. And you guys do it too. Try on your looks, post it to us here on our Coloring Beautiful Cosmetics page, and let's all talk about it. Let's all see if we love it.
And you know what? I was just looking at this image one last time, and there's one more thing I want to note. And this is what I talk about when people, they wear the wrong season. It kind of pulls their hair. If they're a cool season, like a winter or summer, and they have this like bleached blonde look, but they go for a warm tone,
Clothing,
some type of clothing item, it almost pulls the hair a little green. Like you kind of get that green tint to it.
Over on the bronze side.
Yeah, it's trying to pull her hair color to that bronzy gold side, but what it does is, because it's not, it's giving her like green shadows underneath of it. And that's kind of a way that I can tell.
And also, I see some brassiness, and we can see on the right side that there is no brassiness in her hair, but it looks a little bit like a bad dye job.
Just a little bit, because I noticed that it tries to pull you towards that season, whatever you're wearing, and like with Ariel Winter earlier, it was trying, her skin tone was trying to pull her towards that yellow.
I mean, it couldn't even.
Right, it's like it's being reflected, that color's being reflected back up on your skin tone, so it's trying to look more golden, but it's just not harmonizing together.
Yeah, I mean, with the Ariel Winter, she looked like she was wearing somebody else's lips.
Yeah, it doesn't harmonize the whole look. And Katy Perry on the right, just completely, her whole look just,
I mean, when I saw this photograph, I blinked because, it was just so stunning.
Yes, she looks so good here. So,
although I might make her earrings just a tad toward red or blue, maybe. But hey, come on.
I love that look on her. I absolutely love that. If I could pull off that, I absolutely would.
Try it.
Well, I of course want to go to this gold dress. I'll pull that off any day.
I know, easily.
All right, so we're gonna move on to another winter who has black hair though, and this is Anne Hathaway.
And oh my goodness, she is so beautiful. She is just a lovely, lovely, lovely girl.
I absolutely love Anne Hathaway. She's awesome. But once again, she is another winter out there.
Yeah, but you know what? She's wearing her lock-in at home outfit on the left.
And I love this lipstick shade. If you want a lipstick shade like this, look into Plumberry. It looks identical to this.
The Winter Boutique, yeah.
And
Steal the look. And the other thing I really like about her look there is her one sort of, her single shade of eyeshadow over her whole lid. It's like a cotton candy, would you say?
Maybe,
pink quartz. I think it's more like pink quartz. And it kind of just, it's perfect because it doesn't compete with that beautiful red lip, but yet the eyes kind of sing there. And you see the difference. I mean, we don't have to convince you, I'm sure.
She looks so good. Even without makeup, look how great she looks.
Yeah, she's got bone structure for days. Just lovely.
What a dream. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, really.
All right, so after taking a couple moments of just dreaming.
Sonia asked the topic We should
Okay.
recap it for her. Basically, what we're talking about today, we're a little bit all over the place because when we were looking for models, we found some things we had to show you.
Mhm.
But for the most part, we're talking about putting your best face forward. And
Mhm.
regardless of whether you're locked in your home or, it may feel like a time when you want to just run around with no makeup, we are convinced, and we have proven to ourselves and others, that if you put on your face and experiment a little bit, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And the word I'm searching for is maybe something better than better.
You're gonna feel great.
Great. You're going to feel great.
And also talking about just experimenting with your look now and making sure you get it right. Because I know today I just figured out I absolutely love Tuscany Palm as an eyeliner. So if you're in autumn out there and you want to try a new eyeshadow shade, Tuscany Palm is like this deep, rich green color. But I guess since we're talking about ourselves right now, I should probably bring us up. So
Hello.
here's tangerine lip liner with cinnamon on top, and then I did Tuscany Palm. I don't know if you guys can see it. Tuscany Palm eyeliner. Yeah, I really do love this look. Tuscany Palm eyeliner.
You know what's neat about that look is that it doesn't look like a look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at your lid and I'm seeing the iris of your eye, and it's very
Mhm.
bright,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not really seeing the color of an eyeliner. I'm seeing the color of your eye.
Yeah, if you have green eyes out there, this looks, this is definitely bringing out the color in my eyes because it's green right along the top line. So highly recommend if you are a green-eyed person out there. So try that out.
It's not too far from what you're wearing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should a bit deeper though. The eyeshadow is a bit deeper. I should have brought it down to show you guys. Sorry. Okay, so moving on. Now we're going back on topic. And our next person is Goldie Hawn, which this one turned out. I absolutely loved seeing her.
She is such a wonderful lady,
Mhm.
so beautiful.
Mhm.
And this before picture is something you're never going to see very often with Goldie Hawn because she always is pulled together. She always looks fabulous. Look at
This
that
is
color.
The left is COVID-19 stay-at-home wardrobe.
Right,
That's
you know,
exactly
it's
what it is.
Wake up, it's don't take care of yourself, it's be miserable mode.
Mhm.
And the right side is just, look at her eyes and look at that
Mhm.
color.
Mhm.
And she just looks fantastic. And I love that lipstick.
I was gonna say that lip. If you're looking for that glossy, tinted kind of look, go for a lip lift. We have a bunch of different shades in all
Lip lift tints.
lip lift tints.
Yes.
I don't even know what I said, but lip lift tints. Yes, you'll get that kind of glossy
I'm seeing
shine.
petal.
Mhm. Yep. And then another thing I want to point out is I'm loving that color on her. So
Spectacular.
yeah, absolutely gorgeous. That golden hair just comes out with her skin tone
And notice her hair, even though it's on the warm side of blonde, there's nothing brassy about it.
Yeah.
When she's pulled together, you don't ever get this kind of brassy just look about the hair. It just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Even in the shadows, sometimes you can pick up that orange, the brassiness in the shadows of the deeper areas of the hair, like along the neck. Nope.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
love this. I absolutely love her. I think she looks gorgeous. And her cheek color, if you are a spring or an autumn out there looking for something warm that's just like a little flush of color, Cedar Rose. Honestly, you will get that look using Cedar Rose blush. That's the shade I always talk about. You probably are like, Sarah, I know, because you would always say that, but absolutely love it. Now, I do have a question. A red for a spring, Pam, it's going to be something with orange in it. So,
On the warm side.
yeah, think of an orangey red. All right, sorry, start of our conversation, of course, like always. Now, we have two more people that I want to show you. I'm going to do another winter first. So, I'm going to bring in Demi Lovato with and without makeup. So we got COVID-19 look on the left.
Yeah, but you
Gorgeous
know what?
glowing
I
skin.
would trade any look I've ever worn, anything, to look like she does.
She looks so good. Her skin
Perfect, flawless.
is. And her natural lip color is so gorgeous.
just-
You don't really see that natural lip
She
color.
is just lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, we all, no matter how lovely we all are, can use a pick-me-up and look at what the frosted watermelon color for her lips does for her.
That is such a great color.
Mhm.
And if you're a winter, I know frosted watermelon is your favorite, but on winters, it is just
Yeah, and you can't find it anywhere else. One of the things that I love about that color, we've had it in the line for many years. And go out, try to find it anywhere, and you cannot find it. And this is such a important shade to have in your makeup wardrobe if you're cool. If you have no red or gold highlights in your hair, whether you're winter or summer, frosted watermelon should be in your makeup wardrobe no matter what.
So I know we have talked a ton about winters, so I'm going to move on to our last person really quickly because you're probably like, oh, another winter, but now we're moving on to a summer, which is your season. So I saved the best for last. One of my favorite, granted I don't know her in real life, but favorite people just to listen to and make
She
me
is
laugh.
so funny.
Yes.
So
Kristen
awesome.
Bell looks gorgeous. Even in the wrong season.
But again, look at how in the wrong season, it kind of skews her hair. It makes you want to think that that particular hair color is a more golden color.
So it's funny because this is one of the people where I had to search exactly in a timeline where she was wearing a dress and an outfit around the same time. So she had the same color hair because she tends to go back and forth. Like some of her looks, she has a really golden blonde, and then some of her looks are it's completely like silvery look, like almost a gray color. But it had to be where her roots were a little bit grown out as well, because when she has a fresh dye job that's a very golden blonde, it wants to push her towards spring. But when she has like her roots grown out a little bit, you can tell that she's naturally a summer.
Cool.
Yeah. So naturally you can see that she's a summer. But sometimes when she gets like her fresh roots done and they do her brows in like an auburn color, she skews more towards spring.
Why do they do that?
Yeah, she looks so stunning as a summer.
And if you look on the left, you'll see her hair looks dull.
Yeah.
It's gotten it's gotten a dullness to it. So what happens, literally in terms of color theory, is you've got a color on her that is competing with her hair color, and the color on her clothing is saying, hey, look at me, look how rich I am, and oh, by the way, she has hair, and it's not as pretty as me, the blouse. So when people say, oh, I love the color blouse you're wearing, what is that a sign of? What is that a signal for?
But I mean, look how she is just glowing in that soft pale pink. It's absolutely stunning. I love that whole look. I mean, that just overall she's just radiating on the right. She looks so great. And that gloss, once again, if you're looking for like almost like a sheer pinky gloss lip conditioner, is going to do that for you, give you that that radiant, really glowing look to you.
I mean, this is so obvious. It's just terrific. But again, when you're playing with your makeup, look for these things, see these things, try on a couple of different colored shirts just to kind of, to dig your way into this and really understand color and color as it affects you personally. Because the most important person in terms of understanding color and how it affects something is you. And if you know that you have that you just got your hair colored and you're not feeling quite right about it, you're uncomfortable, you're a little, something's not quite right, then you know that maybe you need to adjust your hair color. And now's the time to do it, ladies, because, you're going to be having a little extra time on your hands.
Yeah, and I know that we've all had those moments where something just doesn't feel right, because I've had those too, where I put on a lipstick or I put on, I don't know, an eyeshadow and I just go a little dull, or the wrong foundation and I go a little orange,
and you know what?
It's fun to just experiment and figure out. And am I ever going to wear a bright fuchsia lipstick out in public? No, because I know I kind of look crazy and people are like, what is that girl wearing?
So make your makeup mistakes at home in front of the mirror. And what we're encouraging you to do is just go for broke. Try it all. You know the basics. Red or gold highlights, your spring, your autumn. No red or gold highlights, your summer or winter. That will move you into cool versus warm. And have fun. This is an activity. I saw people are buying lots of paint by number kits. That the sales of paint by number kits are going through the roof. People are looking for puzzles, jigsaw puzzles. You don't have to do that. You can work on yourself. Play and have fun.
With your makeup.
With your makeup.
Right. So I know we've rolled through so many celebrities. If you guys have any questions about what product you want to try, makeup, if you have, if you're going through your lipstick drawers and you want to know if something's in your season,
and if you want to ask if it's horrible, Take a picture, send it to us, and we'll tell you the truth. We always
Well,
do.
a tip, if you are looking at, like, if you're in a closet where you might not have windows or anything, go to natural light and take a
Natural light,
picture.
yes.
Because sometimes, like, your lights can be warm or they could be cool. Everyone's different. I don't know. So
Yeah.
go to natural
Just
light.
step into the sunshine, girl. Get us a picture, and
And we always recommend that if you're having any questions about your season and you want to message us or ask us, always send a picture in natural light to help us determine, because when certain lighting can skew something, and if you're standing in front of a green screen, of course it's going to reflect that green. So we need you in some natural form.
remember, your walls, your literal walls around you are reflecting light onto you right this minute. When you walk out into the sunshine, though, it's diffuse, and you're going to get a better representation of the color you are rather than the colors around you. And that's why they say sometimes, ladies look so lovely in candlelight.
Yep.
Well, that's because the reflected light to you is a rich kind of color that doesn't pick up the walls and pick up everything around you. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm agreeing, absolutely. Okay, so Becky has a really good idea. This one's funny, and I think we should absolutely do this, Becky.
Do tell.
Wearing the wrong color. So whine about it wearing the wrong color.
Okay, we will do it.
That will be really fun, and it would be really bad.
Yeah, you're not going to like what you see. We'll do that if you guys do the same thing and post your pictures so we can make fun of you.
All right, so we will see you next Wine About It.
And remember, we love you to death, so be here for us and be here with us.
Have an awesome week. Stay safe and healthy.
6 feet.
Yes, which we're not doing right now.
Yeah.